Morning, everyone. It's 8:45, and this is your pre-opening comment. It's video number 446. And again, I remind you, please hit the subscribe button. Okay, so the market is actually has turned around. The implied opening for the Dow is now up about $50, even though the futures were much lower. They had a built-in um, fair value of a very high number across all three. So now the S&P is actually showing up about 5.5, and the Dow is showing up 44, and the Nasdaq is showing up about 9. We had news today on a bunch of things. Caesars is buying William Hill, the odds maker and gambling site runner from Great Britain, and we'll see how that goes. It was rumored yesterday, and so some of those Las Vegas stocks were actually higher. Asia and Europe are down a bit based on our market, increased numbers in COVID, and frankly, the presidential debate. Looks like there may be a government-funded bill for continuing CR for the government. That's a finance bill. And GM and NKLA are again talking. They were supposed to close their deal today, but that absolutely is not going to happen. Also, today we have Palantir coming and Asana coming. Palantir and Asana are doing the same kind of deal that was done by Spotify, uh, which gives a reference point as opposed to an IPO where they raise money. So Palantir is looking like 7.25, Asana about 21. Pfizer is buying 9.9% of a Chinese drug manufacturer, C-Stone. Frankly, I don't really have a lot of information on that. Alibaba came out and mentioned that they are going to be profitable with their cloud business in this second half. Micron beat both top and bottom, almost doubling their earnings. The stock was up on the headline, but came down later in the day. I reported that last night. Disney also last night laying off 28,000 workers in their parks division, which is a combination of part-time, full-time, even executives. Regeneron had good news last night about an early stage relief with their vaccine, but the stock gave up a major gain. It traded as high as 590 last night. It traded, when I came in this morning, it was 587. Currently, it's 578, which is only up a couple of bucks. And, we'll have to see how that shakes out here with the futures for the stocks going from minus 150 to, as I said, up about 40 on the day. ADP numbers came out at plus 749,000 jobs, and also another look at Q2 GDP, one of the worst numbers in history, minus 31.7. But that's a look back at the second quarter. And Duke Energy got a takeover, NextEra, NEE, and the stock is 88.25, which is up 587. The chart on the screen is the US dollar index, and as you can see, it's testing this area. I think we're going to have a little bit more action in here. I remain bullish on it for a move up to 95 and a quarter, 95 and a half. But we'll see how that actually works out. The oil complex, energy in general, is lower. We had some follow through on the net gas, and the oil, also oil down 12, heating oil down a smidge, gasoline down a little over a penny and a half, and 245 on net gas, down 11 and a half cents. So that actually was quite a break yesterday. But it looks to me like if it gets anywhere near this moving average, which is a 50-day, we may see a nice bounce back up into the 60 area, even if it's going to be working lower. All right, folks, that's about all I have. I'll be back during the day. And just a reminder, there are mortgage apps and Chicago PMI to be released this morning also at 9:45 and 10. Have a good and profitable day. I'll be back later. And, of course, subscribe.